Something you want to do?
Of course, it's always on my mind. But it's a lot easier. It's a lot easier this year knowing that I have a significant spot on the team, and I'm just trying to help everybody out. You know.
How much do you think it's done for your confidence that you had such a good second half of last season?
It did a lot for my confidence. It picked it up a lot. It felt good going ending the season on a good note. I desperately needed that, and it's carrying over to this year. I'm hoping to have another big year this year.
You hear about Shaq for the first time. What's that like?
Well, he came out today, so I felt a little better. But overall, it's different. It's a lot different. Big Bro's not out here no more, and you know, he always I talk to him on the daily during while he was on the Pro Bowl and everything. It's a process, but I'm gonna have to get used to it. Start talking to everybody on the team instead of just Shaq.
It's important for you to fill his shoes. As number one guy.
I don't want to say as a number one guy, because like I always say, our offense is a roll of dice. You never know what's gonna happen. But to fill Shaq's shoes individually, I take on that responsibility just because I looked up to him so much and I was with him 24/9.
What are the kind of things that you need to get better at, or that you've gotten better at since last year? Anything in particular?
Since last year, I put on a little weight. Another thing I've really worked on since last year is some of my quickness and getting off the ball faster, getting right upfield as soon as I catch the ball. Just little things like that. I haven't had to work on a lot of big things, but little things.
How was your mentality change? I know for the first couple of years here was I want to prove everybody wrong.
Right.
Now you're mossing everybody. What's the mentality like now going on these?
The mentality now is just do what you know you can do. I wrote myself a little note in my little book to say, don't prove anything to anybody. Just prove everything to yourself. I want to be great, but I want to prove it to myself. I don't need to prove it to anybody else. And that's the mentality that I'm carrying into this season. Instead of proving to everybody why I can be great, let me just prove it to myself why I am great.
Have you seen any difference in Brett this year?
Yeah, a lot of difference. His anticipation is a lot better. I don't know if you guys have noticed that. Like, he's not scared to throw in the little holes, even though he did have one interception today, but it's going to happen. But he's getting a lot better with his anticipation. It looks like the ball's coming off his hands faster, and the velocity of he's gotten stronger because I can feel it. I'm catching some of his balls with my body inside of my hands.
Last season, did that shoulder flare up at all? Ever bother you? Was it fine the whole time?
It was pretty much fine the whole time. The only time it really bothered me was against Washington. I had caught like a circus route. That's when you run towards the sideline, and I kind of fell on it. It started tingling a little bit, but I talked to it was perfectly fine. It's just I still have that metal rod in there, so it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.